Okay, this is the first video in my Skylanders Spyro's Adventure Randomizer Redemption Nuzlocke. The first Nuzlocke I did just recently on this channel had nearly the exact same rules, but we unfortunately lost, so this attempt is the redemption of that series. So for the rules for this attempt are almost identical, like I said, starting with no switching. Once a chapter starts, you cannot switch the Skylander on the portal out until the chapter ends or the Skylander is defeated. Also, no hats. Hats give a slight benefit, but I don't like the look of most hats, so I think this is a good rule to keep the game a little more difficult. Uh, then no variants. I can only use the core game Skylanders or the base game Skylanders, so no legendary or dark Skylanders are available. I don't honestly know if they make that big of a difference, but I still can't use them. Then no repeating elements or Skylanders. This is the only rule that has kind of changed for the Nuzlocke compared to the previous one. No repeating elements was in the first lock. So, for example, if we get camo like we did in the previous one, we can't get another live Skylander for the Nuzlocke. But the new change is no repeating Skylanders. So, we can't use any of the Skylanders we had in the previous attempt at this Nuzlocke. So, no camo, no Dino Ring, no Cinder, Sunburn, Trigger Happy, Zap, Lightning Rod, or Wrecking Ball. This is so that I can use more Skylanders that I haven't used in a while or as often, which is one of the goals of the randomizer. And then we have the basic Nuzlocke rules. This is one of the this is where if a Skylander is defeated in the playthrough, they can't be used again for the rest of the playthrough, so essentially injured like to the point where they can't fight again. And then for some non-rule things that I did want to mention, I'm already using my leveled up Skylander simply because I don't want to reset them. And I've noticed that really doesn't seem to be that big of a deal, especially not once you get to the later point of the game. And also, we will get a new Skylander around every 3 chapters, except the first video, where we will get 2, one at the very beginning and then one at the end, so that way we can have 8 for the Chaos Boss fight. And then for this Skylander added, for the first Skylander added, we will get 3 randomized options, almost like in a Pokemon Randomizer or Nuzlocke, which you all will see very soon. And I understand these rules might not seem super crazy, but I did a Nuzlocke with almost the exact same rules and lost, and that is why this is a redemption Nuzlocke after all. And that's the series info. So now we will see who's joining the team and then play the first 2 chapters and then see who's joining the team as well. Here we are on the randomizer. So this is where we'll be seeing who our starter options are. So yeah, we'll first spin for the first element. Ooh, Magic. Magic is very nice. It has some very solid Skylanders. So we can't get Wrecking to add. I don't know if I cut it out or not, but yeah, so now we're on Magic. So like I said, we can't get Wrecking Ball, but we can get any of the other Magic Skylanders as a starter option. Ooh, Voodoo. Not a Skylander I've used a ton, so definitely an interesting option. Okay. Next up, Life or Tech. Okay. Tech was a starter option in the last one, so and there are some very good tech options. We can't get Trigger Happy though. Boomer. Okay, this is definitely interesting. These are definitely some of these Skylanders I don't use as much. Okay. And our last option. Air? I'm just going to be honest. I'm probably going to choose the air option because I like all 3 of the air options left. Because I can't get Lightning Rod, but any of the 3 air options I'll probably prefer over Voodoo or Boomer, but we'll see. And looks like we get Sonic Boom. So yeah, I'll go over the decision now, but I'm definitely leaning Sonic Boom right now, but I'll go over my decision right now. Okay, I'm just going to be honest. This decision is super easy for me. I'm definitely picking Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom is one of my favorite Skylanders. Sonic Boom is actually probably my second favorite of the air element, probably behind Whirlwind, but very close. Boomer might be my least favorite design-wise Skylander, and I know Boomer is pretty popular. I think he's got a fun moveset to a lot of people, but I just haven't used him much. I just don't like his design. I don't like the troll look personally, but I definitely understand there's some appeal, and I know there's I think one YouTuber who's actually a huge Boomer fan, but personally, Boomer's just not for me design wise. Like I said, he might be my least favorite SSA Skylander design wise, at least. And then Voodoo's really cool, but I personally probably like Spyro better. And like I said, Sonic Boom's just one of my favorites. Probably my favorite I would say Sonic Boom's probably my favorite non-favorite Skylander of an element. And what I mean, like, he's probably my favorite second favorite Skylander of an element. Which I know sounds a little confusing, but yeah, I really do like Sonic Boom. So I'm definitely happy with Sonic Boom, and I'm super excited to use Sonic Boom as my starter. Also, I did want to mention one of the main reasons why I am really choosing Sonic Boom as well is just because I know I've played the most with Sonic Boom out of these options, so I know I'll feel the most comfortable. And with, like I said, me really wanting to win this Nuzlocke because it is the redemption lock, I think having Skylanders I'm more comfortable with and have used more is definitely the better option. And like I said, I haven't played this game. I haven't played with Sonic Boom in a long time, but still, it's Sonic Boom I know out of these options is easily the one I've used the most. And also, I did want to mention this is just a random thing. I think I might have said Sonic Boom was a he or something in the clip. Sonic Boom's definitely a girl. Literally, one of her moves is using the eggs that has her little babies. So she's definitely a female Skylander. But I did just want to mention that here as well. Okay, we are back. This is the first video in the Skylanders Spyro's Adventure Redemption Randomizer or Randomizer Redemption Nuzlocke. Yeah, super excited though. I think we're just going to delete the previous file. Make sure we don't do our, we don't want to do our 100% file. Okay, yep, new game. Here we go. So we will be using Sonic Boom. I'm super excited about this. I'm going to try to figure out which pathway I did for Sonic Boom. Knowing me, I'm fairly sure I did the pathway with the babies. But we'll see. But yeah, I'm really excited. Sonic Boom's a Skylander I've always liked. Yeah, I think I did the pathway where the babies, you get extra babies and they're like fully upgraded and stuff instead of this move, because this move's fun, but I personally love having little babies. It's just funny. And then, so Sonic Boom, yeah, it's got the air attack, the babies, and flying. And a ranged Skylander is really good, I've noticed, for a Nuzlocke. Like, melee Skylanders are obviously good, but for a Nuzlocke, I honestly think they're better with ranged Skylanders. A Skylander that just doesn't have to get hit, or doesn't have to put itself in position to get hit, I think is better in a Nuzlocke.
Taking down that wall seems like it might help. Maybe that old cannon will work.
Okay. Yeah.
Use the action button.
Oh, thank you.
The Skylanders are back.
Yeah, I love Sonic Boom though. One of my favorite Skylanders. I mean, it's not a crazy design, it's just a Griffin, but still. A Griffin is just such a perfect idea for a Skylander. And this chapter, obviously, is going to be super easy. I mean, it's the very first chapter in the game, and I think the only enemies you can fight are maybe some Chompies. We'll go ahead and do this one thing just because. I think it's here.
Thank you. 3 cheers for the Skylanders.
Yeah, okay, so that opens up that chest, I believe. Oh, no, it didn't open up the chest. It opened up that piggy bank. Yeah, Sonic Boom will definitely have way more coins by the end of this lock. Yeah, I think Sonic Boom was honestly about the perfect starter. A Skylander I'm really comfortable with, has a solid move set. I think that's exactly what we needed for this Nuzlocke.
Your Skylander will need a key to open this gate.
Oh, am I so glad the Skylanders are here. Hope there are more.
And especially like I said, ranged Skylanders are so good in Nuzlockes, or compared to melee Skylanders. And melee Skylanders can be really good. It's just having a Skylander that doesn't have to actually get like up and close to enemies is very nice.
There can't move that turtle. Could you please help him?
Yeah, Sonic Boom, yeah, I love Sonic Boom. I've said it already, but like the design, playstyle, just works so well.
Skylander, aren't you? Good thing you're here.
I don't know which pathway's really better. Because, you know, this one's the one that prioritizes having the babies, and then the other pathway prioritizes the like air screech.
We are saved.
Hey down there!
Flynn's
Name's
up.
Flynn. Hugo told me to meet you. Boy, you got here just in time. I can see what's causing this island to shatter. Come here and I'll show you. Use those
We're gonna
bounce
try to
pads.
skip as
They're
many
super
cutscenes as possible,
springy.
but this is one it's not letting me skip. We'll see what this path. Okay, that's magic. Oh yeah, I forgot. The gates in the first chapter are only the starter pack options. Okay, this is that story scroll we saw earlier.
Wow.
And if y'all haven't seen my previous Nuzlocke, I'm not trying to get all that stuff. All the like story scrolls and the the treasure items and stuff. I don't need to get that stuff because I have a file already that's 100%. So none of that stuff is necessary. Like, we are just trying to beat the game as in a Nuzlocke. So we're probably not going to ever do any of the elemental gates. We're not going to do anything that gives us the extra chance of losing a Skylander.
You again. Thank goodness.
I think this is the
I'm
only
glad
enemies
to
we
start
fight in
this
this first
raging
chapter. It's
tornado,
Chompy's, obviously
except
a
these
very
monster
iconic, fun
gates are in
enemy.
my way. Monsters always stake out their territory by putting up these gates.
And I'm
these
glad
are
to be back on this chapter
particularly
because
nasty little
if you all don't
monsters,
know,
too.
in my previous vlog,
Hungry little
I did like the
chompies.
first half of the
I'll
game
be on
and then
the
took like a
safe
few
side,
month
thank
break
you.
and then
It
finished the
sure
second
puts
half, and I
me
think that's
on the
another reason why I didn't do
chompy
super
side.
good in it.
Um,
But so it's been a while actually
you
since I've done this first
but
chapter
don't
as well.
worry. These gates will open once
Oh my
all
gosh, why won't it let me
monsters
skip
have
some of
been
these
defeated.
cutscenes?
So all you have to
It's
do
weird, half the
is to
cutscenes
get
are
rid of all
skippable
of
and
the
then the other half
chompies in
aren't.
there, and
So
everything should be
you just never know which are
fine.
which. And I guess that little baby Griffin's still
Good
falling, or
luck.
baby Sonic Boom. I actually did pick up the Series 2 Sonic Boom a bit ago. I don't know,
Beat the chompies.
about the Series 2 Sonic Boom, if, I don't know which pathway I'll go with it yet, but we do have it already. Yeah, these babies, literally, against these weaker enemies, we can just launch them out and they'll take care of all all the weaker enemies, like these chompies and stuff. Yeah, having the horde of babies is actually really good against these weaker enemies.
These are elemental gates.
Yeah, like I said, the
Beyond
elemental
these kinds
gates
of
in the
gates are
first
some great
chapter are
treasures,
only the
but
starter
they
pack
can only
options
be
though, so.
opened by a Skylander of the same
And
element.
as you all saw already in this video, there is a
So,
no
like,
switching
the
rule,
water
so
gate
definitely
can be
can't
opened by
switch
a
right now.
water Skylander, and the tech
Watching the
gate
baby
is,
Sonic
well,
Booms
you
just fly
know,
around
by
is
a tech
hilarious,
champion.
actually.
I mean, totally obvious, right?
Yeah, Sonic Boom is actually crazy good against these weaker. And I mean, I know all Skylanders are pretty good, but I mean, literally Sonic Boom, you can just launch the babies out, and they'll pretty much take care of everything. And Sonic Boom's actually pretty solid in health, too. Definitely seen some less bulky Skylanders. And like, the air move's also great against weak. And it does 39 damage, that's actually really solid. I wonder how much more damage it does in the other upgrade path. But, yeah, still. Sonic Boom, I mean, you can just launch these babies out, let them do some work, and then you can kind of do whatever you need to do. Oh, I thought we just don't miss that jump. Okay. First chapter, going to be done right here. Yeah, really liking how it's going so far. Sonic Boom, I think, was a very good gift.
Thank you. My family is safe.
There we go, chapter 1 complete. That's crazy. We actually did that chapter fairly quickly, and we didn't even get it done in the time thing.
For as long as
Okay, I love the starting island. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and do the next chapter. Perilous Pastures. This is the first chapter that you really, I think, could die. I mean, I don't think I'll die, but I think there is enough enemies where you possibly could die.
I know, amazing.
I actually have the
right?
booklet right here beside me. I'm gonna,
Regulator.
while this cutscene's playing, see if I can find Sonic Boom's other pathway. So the other pathway, the roar attack is larger. Roar can shockwave that pushes roar at eggs that'll shock or push enemies away, and then it just does increased damage. So yeah, I mean, the roar pathway is probably good, but I do really like this pathway. Like I said, it's great against weaker enemies because just the babies,
Different areas of Skylands have different elemental
the babies are
energies.
just really
When you
solid.
switch to using
But I could be wrong.
Skylanders
Maybe the
with
other
same
pathway is the better
element
way.
in
But
that area, they
this
will
pathway
have
does seem
extra
fairly
power
solid.
and reap extra rewards. Skylanders of the tech element are stronger in this
We can go.
zone.
I think the fly's a little quicker than walking.
You'll need a text to unlock this.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and get our babies out so they can go ahead and start doing stuff. I think Sonic Boom actually might be one of the few Skylanders that you actually like almost can't go wrong with the pathways.
At any time.
Because I really think the babies are solid. Oh, are they gonna kill him before the cutscene even goes? Wow. Yeah, like that's what the babies are actually pretty solid. They just can go ahead and like take care of stuff for you. And in a challenge where you're trying to avoid taking as much health as possible, having something that will fight for you and you can just, yeah, you can just launch your babies and then spam this.
In this zone.
Yeah, and I could be wrong, maybe one pathway is a lot better, but Sonic Boom really appears to be one that both pathways kind of be good, but I really like the pathway I chose, actually. Okay, yep, I remember these dudes jumping up. Yeah, the babies are actually so good. And I know I keep saying this, but like for a Nuzlocke, these are actually such a good set. Because the babies can go and attack stuff for you and you don't have to worry about dying. Because they don't affect your health. And then you can just spam this at anything that gets close to you. And you're pretty quick actually, so you can avoid a lot of stuff too.
You don't have to do this all alone, Quartermaster. Welcome to join you on and control their own.
So this pathway has the babies like already fully grown and stuff. And gives you, I think, an extra baby too, so they're both, I think, solid paths, but I really like this one. But yeah, this chapter is really fun for, like, this is almost what I would consider the first chapter in the game, because, like, that very first chapter in this is so easy that, like, you just about don't even consider it a chapter. I love too on Sonic Boom. This is something I knew and definitely like after getting the figure. The Series 2 Sonic Boom, how the baby, one of the babies is actually incorporated in the figure, is awesome.
Skylanders of the...
Okay. Launch some babies, and then they'll go to work. And dang, that one did 58 damage that time. Maybe this move's already like really powerful. Oh, I think the closer you are, the more damage it does, or something. But yeah, this move is already really solid damage. So I mean, I'm doing extra damage and having more range is obviously great. But I really like what it's doing right now. So are they just gonna stay around here and flying? It's funny. Okay. I think that's one of those things that you had to have the gate for, but. Yeah, there we go. We get Callie. Okay, there we go. So that's all the gameplay for this first video. Pretty quick on the gameplay, but you know, this video was mainly the introduction to the Nuzlocke, getting the starter, and then we're gonna see who's gonna be joining Sonic Boom for this playthrough right now. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this first bit of the gameplay. Definitely really excited for this. Like I said, the first Nuzlocke was super fun, but we just didn't get the result we wanted. But I'm really excited for this one. And like I said, I'm already off to a great start. Already starting with one of my favorites. So yeah, we're going to go see who's going to be joining Sonic Boom right now. Okay, we're going to be seeing who's joining Sonic Boom right now. So we can take any element other than air. And obviously there are a few Skylanders we can't get. But yeah, let's see who's going to be joining. Ooh, fire. I'm actually really happy with this. Fire, I think, is a very, very solid element. It's a very good group. Only one we can't get is Sunburn, and Sunburn was actually one of our best Skylanders in the last round. But I know Flameslinger is really solid, Igniter is really good, and Eruptor I think is okay. Wow, we get the one that I said was okay. Eruptor is a very iconic Skylander, like one of the main Skylanders I'd say, but he might be the worst of the fire Skylanders, but still excited to use him, and glad that we're getting him early on though, so he can definitely get some run.